Hi there, this is David, and welcome to New RPG News. We had a Nintendo Direct Mini today, which lasted 25 minutes, and believe me, there was nothing miniature about it. This thing was chock full of information, chock full of great new games. The majority of them seemed to be games that were right up mine and y'all's alleys. Metroidvanias, jrpgs, great stuff like that. What we're seeing here is Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, which is an expansion pass to Monster Hunter Rise. This kicked off the show, and we're just going to be going right on straight down the list. Also, if my voice sounds different, it's because I woke up with a sore throat, so excuse me for just a second. But in order to play this, you have to have the base game. You can't just buy Sunbreak, you have to have Monster Hunter Rise. The demo for it is available today, right now, and the full game is coming out August of this year, so just in about 2 months or so. This is an action RPG. If you haven't played a Monster Hunter game, what are you doing? They've been out since the PSP. I have watched the birth of this franchise with my own eyes. I remember when it first came out on the PSP, and then the sequel came out, and then it's just been kind of growing into its own thing. It has spin-offs, it has the story series, all that, so it's really great to see new RPGs come to fruition, new franchises get built from the ground up right in front of my eyes. I really do enjoy that. Next up on our list of things to do, we have Nier Automata, The End of Yorha Edition. This comes out on October 6th of this year, and essentially it's the same game that we got back on the PS4. So if you don't own a PlayStation, if you weren't able to get your hands on the original Nier Automata, and you only have a Switch, now is your opportunity. Be sure to pick this game up. It is one of the best games ever created. If you're into action RPGs, if you're into like a post-apocalyptic setting, robotics, that sort of stuff, this is the game for you. It's really neat, it's really cool, it's very, very, very well done. I played this back on the PS4 myself, so I won't be picking this particular version up because it's essentially a port. It does come with all of the costumes that were originally available on the PlayStation 4, as well as some exclusive Switch costumes and some additional modes. So if you're like a super fan and you really, really, really want it, now you can pick that one up. Oh, October 6th. There you go. Okay, now for one of the highlights of the show to me, the Megaman Battle Network Legacy Collection. This is 10 games in one. You cannot tell me that this is not a great deal. These are all Game Boy Advance games. They're all getting ported into one game. It includes a gallery, a music mode. It's coming next year. But then they also said that a digital version, it's going to be split into 2 separate volumes and then sold separately as like Volume 1 and then Volume 2, which is kind of upsetting, but hey, whatever. Now this one I thought was kind of cute. It's called Little Noah Scion of Paradise. It is released today. It looks to just be like a really cute little platformer. It's going to be released digitally, like collect little monsters and stuff. It just looks adorable, and I thought that some of y'all might enjoy this yourself. I mean, just look at it. I just thought that this was just darling, absolutely super cute. Now for the news that I'm sure most of y'all are really excited about is Live Alive. The demo is available today. The full game comes out July 22nd. The demo includes the Ancient China, Ancient Japan, and the Far Future chapters, and you can transfer that save data from the demo into the real game. And I've got to say, some of those chapters that are available are some of the worst. And I really did not enjoy this game at all back on the SNES, and they're going to have to really make it a good game in order for me to enjoy it. Now, we're going straight on into Doraemon Story of Seasons, Friends of the Great Kingdom. This is essentially Harvest Moon, Story of Seasons, that franchise, but you're putting in Doraemon and his little friends, kind of like that Popolo Croy Story of Seasons that we saw back on the 3DS. It looks to be very, very Harvest Moony rather than Rune Factory-ish, and as such, I'm not a fan, and I've also never really heard of Doraemon. I know that there were 4 games starring him back. There was, I think, I want to say 2 on the NES and 2 on the SNES. So, yeah, there's that, but I'm not really a fan. So let's talk about what I am a fan of! Dragon Quest Treasures! This is coming out December 9th. This is basically Dragon Quest monsters, but you also hunt treasure. And you can use the monsters to fight, as well as explore. It looks absolutely fantastic. It reminds me a lot of Dragon Quest Monsters Joker. Looks like you can kind of like scout around, look for the treasure, dig up the treasure. Kind of like those Wario Lands games back on the Game Boy back in the day. Mia's over here using slimes to jump up. Eric's using a Draki to kind of float around and explore. I cannot wait to get my hands on this. It's coming out December 9th. I believe digital only, though. There hasn't been any kind of release of a physical version or anything else like that, unfortunately. And we have one more announcement to go over. This, to me, looked like the highlight of the stream. This is Harvestella, coming out November 4th. It is a gorgeous life sim RPG. It's basically Harvest Moony, which I'm not really a fan of, but it's so much more than that. It's more Rune Factory. It's more... You know what it really gave me vibes of was an Ayuda Endless Trails, I've got to say. The whole town is kind of based into 4 different seasons, and then there's a 5th season of death. And you have to do what you can to stop that 5th season of death. And it looks gorgeous. It gives me Fantasian vibes, and just the graphics. It just looks great. It looks to be much more of an action RPG with a hub town where you can kind of just do some farming incidentally, and you can focus on, you know, the fighting aspects of it more than the farming sim aspects of it. And it looks to have a great story. Like, this looks great. I mean, I can't say enough good things about it. Like, this just looks absolutely fantastic. Normally, whenever I see a Harvest Moon thing, I'm just like, eh. But no, this looks great. Well, I said one last announcement, but I am lying, because there was a super secret announcement right at the end of the Nintendo Direct, and that is that the Persona games that were much rumored to come out for the Switch are actually coming out for the Switch. Persona 5 Royal is coming out on October 21st, so we kind of knew that that was probably going to happen. And then we heard also that not only is Persona 5 Royal coming out for the Switch, but Persona 4 the Golden and Persona 3 Portable are coming out soon. They haven't given a release date on when those games will be coming out, just that they are coming out soon. So I know that a lot of stuff has been said lately about how only the PlayStation, only the PC, only the Xbox are getting these Persona games. Why isn't the Switch getting them? Well, here they are. Y'all can quit your whining about that. They are all here for everyone to play. So if you're a fan of the Persona games, pick them up. I've already played all 3 of these games, so I will not be picking them up, but they are available if you would like them. All in all, this has been a fantastic Nintendo Direct. I thoroughly enjoyed it. There was tons of great things announced. Let me know what y'all are most excited about, and have a good day.